Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wild Things Found Online. I am Vocal the Slug Cat, and you already know we're back again with some more Big Toph. Big shout out to Tophia Archive off the rip. It looks like this is a much shorter stream than usual. Looks like we got us clocked in right around 37 minutes or so. So, I'll do what I can to try to, I'll try to stretch it a little bit for y'all so we can get some good laughs off. Big shout out to my slug pups and slug cats. Thank you all so much for joining the channel. And thank you to everyone that clicked on this video. Highly appreciate y'all. And I want to give a quick shout out to Yosef Lopez 5141 for dropping some amazing fan art. Thank you so much for this. Highly appreciate it. It's really cool to get these submissions and just seeing what y'all come up with for the slug cat. And another shout out to 226AMW. That was our very first fan art submission. I had put their fan art at the outro a couple of videos ago. So I figured I should probably put these at the beginning so everyone can see these in the community. But want to give a big thank you to both of you guys. Thank you so much. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead see what the hell is going on with Big Toph today.
Said this when I was at one of the shelters I was at. We're all here because of a man, and they was not lying. What about you? You ain't shit. You work a 9-to-5 job and can barely afford to live. Some of you guys are broke as fuck.
Subscribe if you enjoy, please.
If you feel I'm saying that you're envious of this life, then I don't know what to tell you. Nobody, why do you come in here and just start being negative? Nobody cares. If you think I sit here and do nothing, then good. I want you to.
You do though.
Do a cameo. I keep forgetting. I got so much stuff going on. I try to.
Like, Tophia, what do you mean you forgot you had to do a cameo? Like, TikTok, the whole social media thing is supposed to be your job, and the money is obviously not flowing in. I would think you would be on top of that shit. As soon as the request comes in, spruce yourself up a little bit, get it done, get paid.
Remember everything. Sorry. It's my memory loss. Who cares what I'm wearing, Shantae? Maybe wear what you want. And don't tell other people what they should wear. What's so crazy is judging people for what they wear. She's doing good. What happened was his lightning struck right out the apartment. What's my favorite food, though?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold up. Go back. Did she say apartment?
And don't tell other people what they should wear. What's so crazy is judging people for what they wear. She's doing good. What happened was his lightning struck right out the apartment. What's my favorite food, though?
Tough, like, all right, Tophia. See you. Oh, you're just not smart whatsoever, and like you're doxing yourself slowly, just leaking information. Now everybody's gonna know where to look. And bro, they're going to find it because she's going to just keep talking. She just talks too much. Pizza
and pasta. And you know what I want? Olive Garden. Chicken Alfredo. Everything is going good. We all good in the neighborhood.
Is it though?
I don't care if people talk about me. That's got nothing to do with me.
Oh, hold on. Speaking of things going good, how did the meeting go for the housing? I'm eager to hear about that. I hope she shares. But, she said everything's going good. She doesn't look like she's in a great mood. I would think if things went well with the house, and I feel like she would be hella smug, kind of chipper. She's not looking all that hype. But let's see where this goes.
That don't pay my bills. Oh, trust me. Don't let people hear you say that, because then they will come for you. I don't watch nobody except me, myself, and I. I'm just kidding.
Right.
It's just me, myself, and I. Anyways, I'm not traveling out of the country, bro. I'm afraid of flying. The only way is if I take pills to make you sleep during the whole flight. Then maybe. Trying to get an Xbox, and I know people are gonna come for me for that one. I want to get back into Fortnite again. I'm gonna try to see if I can get into my brother's.
Like, Toph, why are these your priorities, man? I don't get it. You don't need an Xbox. You just bought a Switch. Enjoy having the Switch. Because at least the Switch, it's probably around $100 if I had to guess. It's relatively cheap if you really want a game. Like, okay, but you don't need to go out and buy an Xbox next. Again, you're just buying up a bunch of junk as if you are going to be in this place forever, man. And I'm pretty sure she's mentioned how other people have already came and went in this shelter. Or, I mean, I guess it's not a shelter. It's like a program. Apparently she's in an apartment. But, like, what are you doing, Toph? You're not going to stay there forever, man.
There's accounts so I could get my skins. I want to play Fortnite again. I'm bored. Well, I'm not really bored. I'm watching this show, and I'm trying to finish it. My week is so busy, I don't even get to finish shit. Excuse my language. Yes, it is. No, I don't play Fortnite with people. No, because the Switch lags. That's why. It's too large of a game to play on the Switch because it'll lag. Oh, wow. You know my last name. Do you think that's supposed to do something because you're commenting my name with my last name? I blocked all those people that make AI videos because, bruh, that takes up a gallon of water. It's a lot of frustration for the lack of help I've been getting. I've been watching.
There it is. There it is. It's a lot of frustration with the lack of help I've been getting. As if they haven't been putting her toddler ass up in multiple shelters for almost a year and a half. I'm sure they get food throughout the day, or at least dinner for sure. But no, she's not getting enough help, guys. Like, come on, we all need to come together. Fuck out of here.
This guy, bro, I need the money. Yeah, I've been watching this guy. He bought some nice cars, some Mustangs, bro, they were dope. I look up an Audi 5000S. Oh, I love that car. That car was a nice one. My brother had that. I went to my brother's Facebook, right? And I went to the photos, and I saw, oh man, all the cars we used to have, I miss them. That Land Rover, I miss the Land Rover, the Jetta,
She went to her brother's page to look at the cars they used to have. And she misses the cars. Fuck him. Fuck his pictures. We're looking at the cars. I just wish I could drive looking ass.
Cabrio, bruh. Anybody want to help
Wild.
My pink pair of Air Max shoes? Please, I'm just kidding.
Bruh, what? No, and you're not kidding. This is essentially dry begging. But Tophia, you don't need some Air Maxes, man. Those, I'm not super big on shoes like that, but I'm pretty, aren't the Nike Air Maxes like the most expensive, not outside of like collectors and all that type of stuff, but like, aren't those like the most expensive Nikes you can typically get? They're like, what, $160 to like $200 or some shit like that? Tophia, you don't need that. Okay, just I don't know, man. Get you some New Balance. I don't know, something besides them Temu shoes, because those just look terrible. But get you some trainers. Go walking. I don't know, man.
Which is so good. We didn't live in the Audi. I miss the Mercedes too. Mercedes. I don't even know you. Why would I be your girlfriend? Could you be my girlfriend? I'll treat you good.
Please stop.
Do you still like boys? What kind of a question is that? No, I don't like boys. There's literally a whole video about me saying that I'm bisexual, so why would you ask that question? Why would you ask the question? What are you thinking?
Lord.
I'm not disassociating through the hate comments. Why would I acknowledge hate? That only brings me down. It doesn't uplift me. Why would I acknowledge hate? Plus, I'm not gonna be on there that long because I gotta get up early. Fuck my life.
Sure.
No, I'm bisexual. Yes, I am. Oh my god, I'm so tired, you guys. Well, I'm not tired. I gotta go to sleep and then I gotta get up early. Fuck my life. Seriously. You never had a Benz? Yes, we did have a Mercedes Benz. We had a Benz, Miss Coco. What do you mean I missed something I didn't have? My brother had a Mercedes Benz with an old GPS in it. Because it was an early 2000s Mercedes. And it was white with heated seats. They were brown leather heated seats. I think it had a sunroof, if I remember correctly. But it had an old school GPS. Because Furs still came up. If you live in Albuquerque, New Mexico, then you remember Furs. The diner, Furs Cafe. It was literally like, it was almost close to Golden Corral, but except it was like, you got in line. And it was like a buffet, but you had to get in line. And in Vegas Vacation, it was like that. When they got in line and they were serving themselves as they go along. It was like that, but except it was one area, and unlike Golden Corral, you had to wait in line to get your food. You couldn't go to one area. Everything was all in one area, and you had to get into a line. And so he looked up. It had a lot of the old places on the GPS, and it could play CDs. The only thing that sucked about the car is when we went anywhere, we would have to wait an hour before we left because the car got stuck in gear when it was hot. So we had to let it cool down for an hour before we could leave. So
piece of
that
junk.
was a nice Mercedes too, and he traded that for a Mustang. They told the guy don't do it, and he, like, why are you gonna tell someone don't do something? If he really wants to do the deal, just let him. He traded my.
I mean, I'd rather have a Mustang that can shift through all of its gears properly than than a Mercedes Benz that gets stuck in a gear. Like, what?
And you had to wait for it to get stuck out of gear. Sometimes, one time we were just lucky enough to just drive right after we parked. It just all of a sudden, but sometimes that was only one time that it worked like that. We were stuck for an hour somewhere. For hours. I saw my mom today.
Somewheres.
So, would you date white men? Why do you ask these weird questions? Would you date a Russian man? Would you date a white man? I would date anyone. Why are we asking these questions?
No, you wouldn't.
Am I dating anyone? No. You have the same shirt. Cool beans. I'm not trying to be rude. It's just that specifically why you ask those questions. Because then if I said no, I wouldn't date a white man, you'll be like, oh, you hate white men. I'm not saying.
I mean, that's obvious already, but you wouldn't date anyone, Toph, because obviously if that was the case, you would have found a partner by now. At least one in all these years of you living. You would have had at least one relationship. So no, I I feel like Toph is very selective. She wants the creme de la creme besides Crush Chew. I think that was more so trying to get with someone that is becoming established, that was already being nice to her. It was like an opportunity. That's all it was.
Yes, because I'm just saying yes, like anybody. You hate all men. No, I don't. You hate men, some of them. Men are the reason why women have problems. Men is in a lot of things that are problems for women. Menopause has men in it. Menstrual cycle, men. There is cycle. Mental health. Your mental health is caused by a man. I'm just kidding. But seriously, no. Think about it. Someone said this when I was at one of the shelters I was at.
Just stupid.
We're all here because of a man. And they was not lying. They was not lying. I hate.
Tophia, you're there because of your own actions, but sure, let's blame men. You know, you could you can blame Tophiachu for initially getting y'all, kicked out of the apartment. But everything since then, because it's been like over 2 years. It's all you. You're a grown adult. You could have made different choices to get you, your mom, and your brother, when he was still around, to get out of that situation. And you chose not to. So don't blame men for your current circumstances.
I hate you. Hate is a strong word. Why would you hate me? I didn't do anything to make you hate me. Mute 100 viewers who commented, did you know? Blank, and anyone else who comments it for the rest of the live, I can mute y'all for spamming that, and you won't be able to comment for the rest of the live.
Then do it.
And why are we still lighting fireworks? We're not the 4th of July. That's so annoying. And then people be like, well, why do you want people to change their lives around you? First of all, it's not asking someone to change their life around them. Why are we still lighting fireworks and July is almost over?
Freedom. Freedom, Toph, because because you can. Basically, like, the fuck? Now, I don't know all the laws and ordinances for every state or whatever, but, as far as I know, I don't think there's any stipulations against fireworks outside of 4th of July. Like, what are you talking about?
Bruh, it's not the 4th of it's not the July of 29th that we should still be lighting fireworks. We're almost in August. You don't want to? Oh, and people want to tell me, oh, you just want people to accommodate. First of all, it's not accommodation when you probably have veterans that have PTSD and you're still lighting fireworks. And it's way past the 4th of July. And sometimes I don't know when they go off and I freak out because that lightning strike scared the out of me. Because I woke up to a loud explosion and I saw the lightning struck the ground and I heard because it struck. If I was sitting outside, I would have been struck by lightning. It's electrifying. I'm just kidding. I shouldn't say that, but no, it was. And then I had weird dreams all night because something happened. I got woken up to something and then I kept dreaming about it and I'm like, it was crazy. But anyways.
I guess.
No, I'm not a veteran, but I have PTSD. I don't even know who Barnyard is except that from the AI videos I've seen. Do I like Bruno Mars? Yes, I want to see him live. I don't get the money for that. Did you see the video of the girl
You ain't got
going
the money
into
for
your house
nothing.
because your dad was sending love letters? I don't know who that lady was. To be honest, I think that was the only thing.
You don't know who that lady was, but you let her into your crib. Like, okay, Toph.
I remember, which I think it was for content, and it wasn't because he was writing her love letters. There was, when they were selling candy, they sell the world's finest chocolates.
She
How
had
they
her
go
just
around and they sell
lying,
the
bro.
candy. Because I used to do that one time. I tried to sell candy for the prizes. Because you could get the big prize if you sell the most. And I did sell something one time. I sold a cat frame picture, but the person never got it. I don't remember what happened. All I know is I sold it to them. I made one sale, which was crazy because I never sold anything in my life, and I need to be medicated. I'm not mental like that, so that is crazy. Who needs
You need
medication?
something.
People who listen to people telling them they need medication. Why is it that the government says, here, you got an issue, let me give you this medication you don't need? Why are we medicating people that get addicted to these medications and it makes them worse? Why would you want to take a medication that tells you that may cause death? I don't, like, you're just playing with death at that
Tophia.
point. You're
Lord.
just playing with your life if you want to take a medication that tells you may cause death. I wouldn't want to take a medication that says gives you stomach pain, all types of these side effects, because no medication is without a side effect. And I wouldn't want to take a medication that has a crazy side effect. PTSD is not mental illness. PTSD is trauma. PTSD is watching your back because you're paranoid. That's what that is. PTSD has nothing to do
Sure.
with mental. It has everything to do with being in a very traumatic situation. When veterans are in war, that's why they have the war flashbacks. That's what PTSD is. They wake up and they feel like they're in the war, and sometimes they wake up and they start pretend they're shooting at someone because that's their flashbacks. PTSD stems from trauma. It's not mental illness. And yes, you could have memory loss. I have memory loss.
No, you
Sometimes
don't. You're just a forgetful ass person. That's all it is. You don't remember shit because you don't care about shit.
I don't remember things. If I have too much going on in the week, I'll at least forget one
Like
thing because I
what?
can't remember it. PTSD is not mental. Mental illness is something different. PTSD is two different things. I'm not crazy. I got PTSD because of trauma, not because I'm crazy. Some people.
I'm not going to speak on this because I really don't know. I don't know the ins and outs of psychology and PTSD. I know we got some veterans that watch my channel. Feel free to chime in. Let me know what's up.
Do a lot of the mental illness disorders are because of trauma. My dad got bipolar because he was abused. If it had have
Right.
been friends in the family, I would have got it, but I didn't get it because I was not born with it. He wasn't born with it. It came from abuse, from trauma, from things he's seen throughout his life. That's why I got PTSD from the trauma. The carjacking really added to it, but I've probably always had PTSD from other.
From what? Like, just being a brokey your entire life? Because, I mean, what are we talking about?
Other stuff. So it's not a bobby pin. It's literally a nose cuff.
Another
Always,
stupid
when someone
nose
talks
cuff.
about real world shit, right? Mental illness don't mean you're crazy. Mental don't mean you're crazy. That's what people think. I didn't say that made you crazy. People think that. They're in my comment sections. When I talk about real shit, all of a sudden I have manic episodes and I'm going mental. What? Look at the world around you. You're telling somebody, I didn't say that. I'm talking from the point of what people are saying. People said mental illness equals I'm crazy. And if you want
You're
to go by
something,
that logic,
for
right, you
sure.
said it's me, then how come you don't tell people that are saying that? Because when I say something about real world shit, people say that I'm having manic episodes. Is that not calling me crazy?
No, see, Tophia, when you talk about real world shit, it's from a place that's ill-informed. So you sound crazy as hell. Just like that whole rant last night, you sounded crazy. It doesn't matter how many people are telling you you're fucking wrong. You're stubborn because you have to be right. Just loud and wrong.
They legit call me crazy when they say, nurse, she's out again, but you don't say anything to that. So all of a sudden you want to
Why
nitpick
would I?
me, but you ain't telling people in the comment sections. Hypocrite. There's a word for that, and it's hypocrite.
I'm not the chat police, Tophia. It's not what I came here for.
And then you get mad. See, tell me shut up. People tell me shut up, or they get mad because then I bring up other people doing it, and now all of a sudden it's shut up because you don't want to tell other people something.
Because that's textbook deflection. if you're bringing up other people doing the same shit that you're doing, well, guess what? Tophia, we're not watching their live to criticize them on it. We're watching your live. So we're going to call out the bullshit that you do. You deflecting is just a shameless tactic to try to get the heat off of you, but it ain't going to work, my friend. There's no way out.
Are you afraid to tell someone something? Is that it? You're afraid to speak up? You're afraid to use your mind? You're afraid if you tell someone something, they're going to jump on you? Chicken. You're chicken. You don't want to tell people what you really think and feel. Tell them. It's not defending. Again, well, fine. If you think it's defending me, then you're stupid. That's literally like saying, I'm going to allow racism because I'm defending you. What? I don't care if I don't like someone, I'm not going to defend something. It's wrong no matter what it is. Even if it's in someone's life I don't like. To sit here and say, oh, that's defending you. You're not defending me. You're calling out racism. You're calling out other things. When someone says, nurse, she's out again, that is not something that people should be saying. Why are we sitting here literally making fun of mental health? Your life isn't in order.
Well, I mean, Tophia, you just said that PTSD and shit, it's not a mental illness. I'm just going on what you said. So if we say the patient is out again, referring to you, well, you don't have any mental illnesses, according to you. So what's the problem? It's just a joke. Why are you taking it so serious?
You know what? Your life isn't in order, swag, and you're an embarrassment, and you're grown, and you talk shit, and you come on here. People who don't have their life in order take it out on other people. You know why? You have not talked about the issues that come from your life, and it stems from your childhood, right? So you love to project on other people, right? How are people in here talking shit, telling someone, oh, you don't got a job, you don't this, you don't got that, you ain't doing this, you ain't doing that. What about you? You ain't shit.
Again, deflection. We are watching you, so we're going to talk about you, whether that be positively or negatively. It's not our fault. You keep making terrible choices, so the criticism that you get is negative. It's really just that simple, Toph.
You work a 9-to-5 job and can barely afford to live, and you're trying to tell someone and give someone advice that didn't even ask for it?
You don't know
You're
that.
not even a life coach. I wouldn't take advice from someone who has no financial anything. You don't even have money saved. You got no money in your bank.
How do you know that? These are all assumptions. You're just assuming. We know you don't have any money because you sit here and broadcast your life to us. So it's not the same. So when people get on you about being a brokey, it's because you have told us and shown us that you are in fact broke. You can't just try to turn that around on the audience. It's fucking dumb.
And some of you guys are probably sitting on a $0 bank account trying to tell someone finances. Some of you guys are broke as fuck. Some of you guys literally can barely afford to live.
Coming from the person that was not going to be able to pay a $50 phone bill, mind you.
From one day to the next. And you trying to give me financial advice, I wouldn't take it from you. I wouldn't even take it from someone who's a millionaire and is rich.
Again, stupid. She wouldn't take financial advice from someone, let's just say one of us regular juggler people, right? This obviously has our lives way more put together than her. But then she goes a step further and says, I wouldn't take advice from a millionaire. As if they have absolutely nothing they can impart that could potentially help you, Tophia. But sure, I mean, hey, I'm not going to pressure you. I'm not going to pressure you to take the advice, Toph. You do whatever you feel is right, which is, of course, going to be wrong. But please, continue.
Because what are they going to teach me? Nothing. You know what? People love to sit here and hope that they could learn how to make money like the rich people. If a rich person just told me how they got their money, why are we going around asking rich people this question? How did you make your money? What advice can you give people? There's no advice a rich person can give me to become rich. You think rich people have this key to success? The key to success is getting up, getting out there, and doing shit.
Bruh, get the actual fuck out of here, Tophia. Those words coming out of your mouth is actually insane. Because if that is how you feel, then why aren't you doing anything, man? Like, what the fuck? What are we talking about? You literally don't do anything. You have not put in a drop of effort to grind, whether that be getting a job, pumping out 1 minute videos so you can actually make some money when from TikTok. Nothing. All you do is turn on a live stream, sit there and collect your fucking $4 or $5 a day. Who are you to oh man, she's insane. She's crazy.
Letting whatever it is holding you back. People sit here dreaming of wanting to start a business, doing all these things, but then there's always something that is holding them back. You know what's holding you back? Your brain.
No, what's holding back the majority of people that want to start a business, that the people that actually have ambition and really do want to start a business, is typically capital. Saving up enough money to actually get the business going. Tophia. That's the main hurdle for a small business owner. Typically, not in all cases, depending on how good your credit is, maybe you can get like a business loan, something like that. But for most people, it's getting the money to get the business up and running. So again, what are you talking about, and who are you? What experience do you have to even try and talk about this topic? It's actually insane.
You know what's holding you back? You're self-sabotaging. People sit here and they don't believe in themselves. They don't think, oh, I post videos on TikTok. People post videos on TikTok to try to be famous, to try to get views. Views do not equate to money. You want the success that you see other people have.
Wow.
People dream of having money like Mr. Beast. If you're out here chasing money, it's not going to work for you.
Is that why it's not working for you? I mean, look, just honest questions, man. I would like to know.
Stop chasing the money. Do it because you want to help people. Do it because you want to make the world a better place and make a change. Not because you're trying to make money.
Tophia, shut up. Because who in the fuck are you helping with your content? You say this is your job. Who are you helping by making lip syncs, thirst traps, and doing TikTok trends? Who are you helping? What are you informing the world about? What are you bringing awareness to with your content? Nothing. Not a damn thing. And even if you did try to go because I always say there's essentially two main lanes for making content, in my opinion: information or entertainment. Tophia does not have even a drop of charisma. So that's essentially out of the question. But she can't really work the informative lane either, because she is not willing to take time and research anything. She just watches a 30-second video about something, and then she thinks she's spreading awareness by just repeating whatever garbage was said. It's fucking ridiculous.
I could care less if I make money on my live streams. I literally
make
a couple of cents some days. And
hold up. Wait a minute. Run it back.
Because you want to make the world a better place and make a change, not because you're trying to make money. I could care less if I make money on my live streams. I literally make a couple of cents some days, and I don't even end my live,
Then how can you call this a job? If there's days where you make a couple of cents, she ain't even say dollars, cents. And you swear up and down that this is your job. This is how you are going to become successful. This is going to pave the way for your future and allow you to be able to take care of yourself and your mom. How, Sway? How? You've been doing this for 6, 7, 8 years. If you're only making cents, it's not a job. It's not a job for you. It might be a job for some people. And I would say, if you have a side hustle that you want to take full time, let's say, I would, at least in my opinion, this is just, based on my financial circumstances, I would say I wouldn't call it my job until I'd have to be making at least $50K a year. It's not a job until it gets to that point. It's a side hustle. It might be a very lucrative side hustle, 20, 30, 40K. Like that's some decent extra money coming in on top of a job. I would never quit my job with, in Tophia's case, making $20,000 over the course of 4 years. It's fucking crazy.
Know how crazy that is? Sitting here, some of y'all really be gifting the wrong people. All these people that battle for gifts are battling for their life. Literally, this is no joke. They battle because they got bills they gotta pay, and they don't care. And then they treat people like shit because they didn't get sent a big gift, and then they take it out and you should have gave me a galaxy. Why?
Okay, so are you not financially fighting for your life right now? Why don't you battle? Why? Because that's like the most mind-boggling part of her whole income strategy. If that's, I wouldn't call it that, but whatever you want to call it. It's like, okay, you refuse to work a 9 to 5. Okay, cool. So I would think that you are going all in, putting in 100% of your effort, especially right now, while homeless. You really don't have any major bills since you're homeless, you're in a shelter, apartment, whatever. Most of your shit is taken care of for you. You could be grinding balls to the wall, pumping out 2 to 5 1-minute videos a day. You go live for a few hours. You got your Instagram and Facebook. She said she's making a little bit of money there. It ain't really much, but you can recycle the content from TikTok over there. So it's not extra work. Why aren't you doing any of that? Where are the 1-minute videos, Toph? You just got back in the program about a month. I think it might be going on almost 2 months now. Why are you still not creating content to get paid? What are you waiting on?
Why don't you give me a galaxy and then you getting called out because, hello, I don't care if I get gift points. When people literally sit here and say, oh, you're a flop, your views dropped. Do you think I care about views? Because if I cared about having a lot of people in my life, I would have ended my live and said, goodbye, I'm leaving. I ain't got enough views, I'ma go. I would have ended the live. I don't care about what a lot of y'all care about. Y'all wouldn't even know what to do with $1 million if you had it in your hands. What? You're over here talking about your life isn't in check when all you ever dream about is being rich. All you ever dream about is having that one video go viral so you could be seen by so many people.
Projection. That is you, Tophia. Not everybody wants to be an influencer or a content creator. That's not what everyone is aspiring to be, Toph. Like, come back to reality, man. You sound crazy right now.
Do you want so many eyes on you? Because let me tell you something we want to go through. You're one away from being a me. You think you could do everything right.
Never.
You say one wrong thing that someone doesn't like and all of a sudden you're being harassed constantly. And you think what you said was right.
You didn't say just one wrong thing, though. You've said a plethora. That's been one of her favorite words lately. A plethora, a smorgasbord, if you will, of terrible shit. So, no, we are not one away from being you, Toph. Get the fuck out of here.
People don't like when someone is very opinionated. They don't like when you say stuff that they know is true. Some of these kids think that they know everything. You don't know everything. And
why does it always go to kids? The majority of people watching you are not kids. What the actual hell, Toph? Every time, somehow minors always get brought into the conversation. It's fucking weird, man.
I say this, my live stream is 21 plus, but some of you young people don't know everything. You think that, oh, we could do it better than you, then go ahead. Do it. Let's see. You don't know everything. You think you trying to tell someone to go get a 9 to 5 job. That's literally doing what society tells you to do. I'm not running to go make money for someone else. I'm not going to make money for that man who kicks his feet up on the desk.
Tophia, TikTok literally takes 50% of whatever you earn on live streams, and I'm assuming the ad revenue from your videos or whatever. What do you mean? Someone is always going to be making money off of someone else. That is literally how all of this shit fucking works, basically.
And relaxes and takes vacations wherever the heck he wants and doesn't care about his employees, you must be stupid to tell me to be miserable. Ain't no way I'm running to work a job and be 10 times as stressed. Have you you guys have this false sense of reality and what life is really like because you've seen that show Undercover Boss, and you dream one day that will be you. You'll go into work one day and all of a sudden your boss is undercover for Raising Cane's. If someone worked Raising Cane's,
Bruh, this bitch is crazy. Like, who? No one. I don't think anyone's watched Undercover Boss and was like, I wish I could be like the main employee that the boss is empathizing with. That, yeah, I think they get like a, usually if everything's going good, they get like a promotion or a raise or some bullshit. But like, no one, no one is watching that show and thinking that. This is projection. That's your weird ass mind wishes that someone would just come along, see all the hard work, quote unquote, that you put into social media and just give you a leg up and just thrust you into superstardom. It's not going to happen.
You be sitting here and you hope to have that dream of one day maybe someone would bless you. Maybe one day you'll wake up and you'll be on an episode of Undercover Boss and your whole life will change. That's not what life is really like.
No shit.
They could paint it and portray it as these CEOs really want to go out, and that is a false sense of reality. I really do not think that CEOs are out here trying to help and see how their employees are really working and see what they have to deal with. This is stupid. And then you expect me to believe he's going to change their lives by saying, oh, I'm going to send you to school and I'm going to move you up in the world. I'm going to make you a manager now because you were honest. Ain't no way a job is going to let you go to work and talk about how your mom is dying from cancer and they're going to sit there and listen to you and care. Because what is the number one rule they tell you when you get a job? Do not take your problems to work.
Yeah, exactly. No shit. It's not my job's prerogative to care about what's happening in my personal life. Duh. That's, that's just the reality of it. Now, are all companies like that? No. There are some companies that have, very empathetic, very employee-centric culture in within the company where they do care. Maybe they'll give you a bereavement or extra time off to deal with those type of situations without any type of penalty, as far as like your attendance and things of that nature. Is most companies like that? No. But like, bro, they don't owe you shit. You when you go to work a job, you sign a contract like, hey, I'm going to be here and I'm going to do this job and y'all are going to pay me this much money. That's what y'all agree on. Anything outside of that is just that it's a bonus. Why do you expect them to care? It's weird.
You expect me to believe that they're going to allow you to take your problems to work and let you talk about your mom dying from cancer and not say something? They don't care. I'm not the problem. The rich people are the problem. If you're telling me I'm the problem, then that must mean that I make money and the system works for me. Do you not see how that is? You just said I'm the problem. I don't make money. I'm not the 1% of rich people. And if I was the problem, then I would have money.
Tophia, stop trying to scale everything up to the macro level as far as like how economics and everything works globally or within the country. You're the problem because, like you said, you don't make money, but that's a choice. You choose not to do anything to make money. All of your issues are self-inflicted. So why would we give a fuck that you're struggling when you're not doing anything to help yourself out of this situation? And we're supposed to empathize with you? No, fuck out of here.
Am I the problem when I'm not trying to be a part of the system I have to be a part of? And when you say, oh, well, you're doing this and this, I have no choice but to be a part of the system. If I'm not part of the system, you know what happens? Then I'm living in the streets.
Bruh, her words, not mine. So, okay. So you're stuck in the system, like you just said. And if you don't operate by the rules of the system, you end up on the streets, which you currently are. So at what point do you think like, hey, yes, this whole system sucks. Late stage capitalism sucks. But at some point, it's like, okay, so you can either continue to live on the streets or you can play ball and, you know, start trying to get yourself set up, get a foundation laid so you can work your way out of the system. Because that's essentially what people that manage to become self-made millionaires, or they start a small business and become millionaires, they're essentially working their way out of the system. They're still within the system because it applies to everybody, but of course, there's different levels to the shit. So when you're sitting closer to the top, you got a lot more leeway and, you know, all that good stuff. Toph, you're at the very bottom. You're not even stage 1. You're like, if this shit was a pyramid, you're like underground right now. You need to get off your ass and do something, because sitting here and complaining, this isn't going to change anything. So like, again, like I said in the last live, at what point do we stop focusing on all the problems and issues of the world? Which, yes, would love to have an idealistic utopia where everyone is happy, everyone is wealthy, everyone can have everything they want and desire. Sounds amazing, but it ain't coming no time fucking soon, man. So in the meantime, what are you going to do? What is the solution?
There's no way I can 100% say I don't want to be a part of a system that is effing people over.
Exactly.
You stop being a part of the system and see what happens. You'll lose your living.
No, I exactly. So if you know that, you're choosing to still be out of the system because you don't want to play ball. So again, self-inflicted wounds.
You won't be able to afford to put gas in your car. Sometimes you got to do things by society, because if not, you ain't going to be able to afford nothing. Right now, I don't need to worry about putting gas in a car or rent or a place to live, because I have a place to live. So why would I run and go get a job? And
like, Tophia, you, I know you're dumb, but you can't be this dumb. Like, this situation of being in this program, shelter, apartment, whatever the fuck, it's not going to last forever. Obviously, you have already been kicked out of at least 3 or 4 shelters as it is. It's only a matter of time until they're like, okay, well, she's not fucking doing anything to better her life or get out of here. We're about to put you out so we can move someone else in. We have a mother with 2 children that, you know, she's working, you know, part-time. We're going to go ahead and let her stay here because she's struggling and she actually wants to do better. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to last forever, Toph. You're not going to just keep getting a free ride your entire life.
Stress myself out. I don't need to go run, get a job and stress myself out and worry about a place to live.
All right.
You can go run and do that. Why do I need to go stress myself and then cause more problems for myself and then be like, well, now I got to pay bills?
Yeah, it's like an adult.
Because you're not allowed to have a job.
Bullshit.
That's what I keep telling you. If I get a job, they're going to tell me, well, you can go pay rent, so leave. They're not.
Yeah. You know, they would give you a window of time, though. Like, she's acting like when she comes back to the shelter, like, hey guys, I got a job. Oh, pack your shit, get out. Like, no, the shelter would probably be ecstatic. They'd probably be very happy for you. And yes, they're going to outline a timeline because they're going to expect you to save up money so you can get back out on your own, Tophia. Duh. Like, of course, they're not going to let you live there rent free if you are working 40 hours a week forever. Like, if that was the case, bro, every shelter would be packed to the brim with motherfuckers that are working and just taking advantage of living somewhere for free. Like, what are you talking about?
They're not going to let me have a job. The last place didn't let me have a job because they said it's of the world.
Bullshit.
Do I not? Why would I want to run and go get a job? Hey,
that's all it is. You're lazy.
Unintelligent.
Yeah.
Your priorities are not straight, swag. Here's your priorities, right? You do what the world tells you to do. You jump up, you run, you get a job. What comes with the job? More money, more problems, right? When you get a job, you have to pay bills that you can barely afford to pay. Then you're stressed the fuck out because you can't pay your bills because you don't make enough money.
So the solution is to not work and stay in a homeless shelter forever. Got it.
What priorities? You're doing what the world tells you to do because the world says that's what you're supposed to do. That's life. The world says that you're not an adult if you don't have a job or if you're going to school. You could do either or. If you're going to school and you don't have a job, then at least if you're going to school, no one's going to judge you. But if you don't have a job, people are judging you, saying you're not an adult. Your priorities are not in check because you don't got a job. They're not. That doesn't make you an adult because you got a job. You think something makes you something because you got it? A lot of you guys want to walk around with a piece of paper that says, I'm better than you because my college told me so. I got a degree. I can be a doctor because I was told so. I went to school. I did all the schooling to become a doctor. Bruh, you think you somebody because someone told you you're a somebody. You're a somebody because you need to tell yourself you're somebody. You let society tell you who you are as a person. You're less than a person if you don't have a job. You're less than a person if you don't have a place to live. You're less than a person if you can't provide or do any of that. Why would you want to run and literally stress yourself out? Like, that literally makes no sense.
Tophia, life is not supposed to just be stress-free, sunshine and rainbows where you just lounge around all day. Because that's basically what you're describing. Because if you're not going to work in order to have money to do anything, let alone, pay for your living expenses, you don't have money to do shit. So what would you be doing? Nothing. Because you don't have money to do shit. So you're just going to lounge around all day, every single day, doom scrolling and watching TV. Yeah, some lazy ass shit. So yes, kudos to the person that dedicates 6-8 years to becoming a doctor. It doesn't mean that they're a better person than you. It just means they have discipline. I'll give them that because when I got out of school, I was like, fuck some college. I'm not doing it. I'm not going back, man. I'm done. Fucking done. But just like what you're essentially saying is we should just be able to sit around and do nothing all day. And it's like, what kind of life is that? That doesn't sound very appealing to me.
Why would you want to do what society tells you? Society wants to keep you in this rat race. Oh, you need to go run and get an education because society said so. You don't qualify for this job because you don't got a degree. So you go get a degree, then what happens? Oh, you still don't qualify for this job. I'm sorry. Let me help you.
And why are we even talking about university when your ass flunked out? This whole, because like Tophia, she has, because like, again, a lot of the things or issues as far as like society and stuff that Tophia brings up, they are true. Like a lot of this stuff is a ongoing issue. In this case, she's talking about people going and getting their degrees. And I'm sure she's probably going to go into, you get the degree, but then they want you to have experience. But how do you get experience if you just got the degree? Blah, blah, blah. And it's true. But none of this applies to someone that's not applying themselves to do anything. Because I can understand the person that got the degree is griping about not being able to get the entry level position at, in their field because they expect them to have 2 years experience, but this is an entry level position. How the fuck, you know what I'm saying? If I can't get in on the entry level position, how am I supposed to have 2 years experience? I get that. But your gripes, you don't have anything to stand on because you're not doing any of this shit. You haven't applied yourself to do anything. So even though she's right about a lot of the shit that she says, it falls on deaf ears because she has not applied herself whatsoever at any point in her life. She got out of high school. I don't know how the fuck she graduated high school, but she got a grant to go to university, failed 2 of the 3 classes. After that, I'm assuming she probably got the little Dunkin' Donuts job, got fired within a week or 2 because she only made $200. So part-time, I'm assuming that's like she might have lasted 1 week, got fired for hygiene issues. And since then, she has done nothing. Imagine literally doing absolutely nothing for 10 years, over a decade of not trying to better yourself, not learning any new skills or trades, nothing. The only thing she can say is that she built a social media following of people that don't like her. It's ridiculous, man.
You go get a degree and they still ain't gonna hire you. You know what? I think we'll hire this guy. He has no qualification. And then here's another thing, right? You go get a degree.
Yep,
you go to a job that you want, right? So, do you have 10 years experience in this field? 10 years experience? I just got out of school to get a degree for this job. What do you mean 10 years experience? How am I supposed to work in this field without a degree?
I knew this was the route.
Because
I knew this was the route she was going to go down.
You see how stupid that sounds? You can't work this job because you have to have a degree. So you go to school to get the degree, only for them to tell you that you need 10 years experience of working in the field. How are you supposed to get 10 years of experience when you need a degree to get the 10 years of experience? That is the dumbest I've ever heard in my life. I don't even provide for my mother, and what would make you say that? She was a low down.
You don't. You were literally complaining that you wasn't going to be able to re-buy her some laundry detergent, but you're out here buying Raising Cane's and Whataburger, new bikinis, $50 popcorn buckets. I ain't letting it go. I'm going to bring up this damn popcorn bucket till the end of time. Like, no, you don't take care of your mom. You do absolutely nothing for her. She's on the other side of town, a whole 20 minutes away, and it's too far for you to even see her. Oh, besides when we need to do something for housing. Then all of a sudden, we can make a way. We can make a way for that shit.
That's the thing, right? Nobody said that you tell yourself you're a doctor, you're magically a doctor. You need a piece of paper to make you feel validated. People don't go to school to become a doctor because they want to help people. Some people go to school to become a doctor because they want the title of feeling like they're better than somebody, right? Oh, I'm better than you because I'm a doctor.
Yeah, that is true. And those people suck. But not everybody wants to become a doctor or, get some high-paying degree just to think that they're better than people. A lot of people that go into the medical field, they do want to help people because, bruh, it's, a lot of them jobs, it's kind of squeamish. You're going to be seeing some nasty shit. And, not for everybody. It's not just about the check or just about the status. There are people that genuinely want to help and save people's lives, Tophia. You, in your twisted fucking mind, as much as you talk about death and all this other shit, yeah, you would be one of those people that would just lord your status above people. Same way that you try to lord your 400,000 followers over people in your chat. Oh, how can you say I fell off? You ain't never been on. I got 4,000 followers or 400,000 followers. I got 50 million views on one video. Is that not you doing the same thing, thinking that you have some type of superior status above us normies that, A, we're not trying to be well, I am on YouTube, but majority of people are not trying to be content creators or like these huge influencers. So we don't care because, okay, you got 400,000 followers, over 50 million views on that one video, and look where it's got you. Absolutely fucking nowhere.
I got this great paying job. You ain't nothing. You work at McDonald's. I'm a doctor. Who do you think you are compared to me? You're a nobody. You work McDonald's, you're a nobody. The people that have higher paying jobs with degrees are looking at you like a nobody. They don't care. You're a nobody. Chopped liver. People think because they got a piece of paper, they're better than you. That's not being delulu. That's the truth. Try to go make friends and have conversations with people that are doctors. Try to put yourself in their worlds. They will look at you like you crazy.
Well, apparently everyone looks at you that way because you don't have any fucking friends. So what are we talking about? You don't even have any friends to try and compare, to make the comparison to.
They ain't gonna want to have a conversation with you. They sure ain't gonna want you in their world. They ain't gonna want to be your friend. Who wants to be friends with someone who works at McDonald's when I work as a doctor? Do you think celebrities hang out with non-celebrities? Do you really think? Let's just say Julia Roberts. If Julia Roberts she sometimes comes to Taos, but that's why I say Julia Roberts, or Robert Downey Jr. because he comes to Albuquerque. Do you think he's just gonna randomly walk up to someone and start having a conversation with them? There is no way that the celebrities are just going.
I mean, it's a dumb point because yes, I'm sure celebrities still have like regular friends. Like, of course, they're gonna, you know, they're in a circle where they are around other celebrities. So yes, they're gonna make friends with celebrities. But to say that they just don't hang out with regular people whatsoever is dumb. It's just an asinine statement to make.
Going to be, let me go talk. They only hang out with people in their inner circle. They're not going to hang out with someone who's poor. They're definitely not going to hang out with someone who is not a celebrity. Some celebrities do, not all, right?
Exactly.
They don't hang out with you. You're a nobody. You watch, you become rich, you make all this money. Oh, you'll be at all the parties with all the celebrities. Once you got money, you start frequenting parties. That literally has the weekends there.
This, like, we're getting a glimpse into Tophia's mind. All of this is projection. So I'm going to back it up a little bit because this is what she would do. Because she thinks that everyone, as soon as you get money, you just want to go hang out with celebrities and musicians and da-da. Not everyone cares about that shit, man. Not everyone is parasocial and in love with celebrities. Tophia, you obviously are, which is why even though you were getting evicted, you went to Comic-Con and got 20 autographs. You're describing yourself right now, but let's listen to it again.
Become rich, you make all this money. Oh, you'll be at all the parties with all the celebrities. Once you got money, you start frequenting parties. That literally has the weekends there. Every night.
Sure.
Bruh, it's all about status in the world, right? You think because you got a job, you got status. Oh, I got a job. I'm prestigious. I'm better than everybody else because I got my measly little 9-to-5 job. I'm better than you because I got a house. I'm better than you because I got a car. Also a car.
No, I mean, we're better. I would say, you know, I can't say everybody in the chat, but we'll say the mass majority is better than you because of our character. No matter how you slice it, Toph, it's not even just about what you have or what you don't have. You're just a vile person at the end of the day. And that alone puts, I would say, at least 70 to 80% of people above you.
I don't even have a car. And all of a sudden that's considered jealous. That's not considered jealousy. If someone's saying they're better than you because they have a house and a car, how is that jealousy? People walk around on their high horse thinking they're better than someone. That has nothing to do with jealousy. You don't want to admit to the fact that you don't deserve anything you have. Because if you deserved your house, if you deserved your car, you wouldn't be walking around saying, I have a house and you don't. So why are you literally shitting on someone that could possibly be under a bridge and is homeless because you laughing at them because they're under a bridge?
Because where you don't put in the work. The reason why they have the house, apartment, car, whatever, nice things, designer bags, whatever example you want to try to use, is because they actually worked for it, Toph. And so far, again, you have not come up with one solution, one strategy, one plan of action to even move the needle to do better for yourself. Everything that you've like come up with is like the laziest possible thing you could do. Because of course she's always done social media, right? And then the next thing was, you know, still can't get my brother buried. Let's do another GoFundMe, aka no effort. I just set up a page and let the money come in. Zero effort. The what else? The the shit that she got charged like $400 for sounds like some type of pyramid scheme or some, you know, some marketing bullshit. Whatever it was exactly, she thought that by paying $400 a month, sales were just going to magically come out of thin air and she was going to start making money. And that didn't work. Again, zero effort. Cameo, same thing. Oh, I'm going to put in like a quarter of a drop of effort for making 1 minute videos, and I'm going to charge my audience $40 per video. You don't put in any work. So yes, what separates us from you is we actually grind to get the shit that we want. We don't sit there and wait for a handout. We're not sitting here waiting to get an apartment, waiting on a GoFundMe, waiting for someone to drop $40 so I can make a 30-second video giving them a pep talk while I'm homeless. Shit.
People thought I lived under a bridge and they started laughing their ass off and saying, well, I have a nice warm house. What the fuck is that? And you want to talk about jealousy? That's far from jealousy. That's evil human beings.
It's
You're
not.
an evil human being.
I wouldn't wish that. I wouldn't wish homelessness on anyone. But if you're going to actively not do anything whatsoever, then it's what you deserve. Sorry, not sorry.
There's no other way to say it. You have no empathy for anybody. You're sitting
Not
here
for you.
telling
Damn
someone
right.
they ain't shit because they don't have a house. I got a house and a car and you ain't shit. What's wrong with you? I'm extremely jealous. Well, think whatever it is you want to think. My behavior is why people hate on me? No, it's because I'm an outspoken person. That's why people hate on me. Because I say whatever the fuck I want and people don't like it. Bothers.
Yeah, you say whatever you want and be wrong. You're wrong half the time. Just talking out of your ass, loud and wrong.
And when I say I have a job, it bothers you. Because you can't do what other people do. People are gonna hate regardless.
She was about to say you can't do what I do, but she had to catch herself. Cause what does she do? Nothing. Not a damn thing.
It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't matter about anyone's behavior. They're gonna hate you no matter what. They're gonna hate you because your shoe's untied. They're gonna hate you because you trip sideways. You breathe wrong, they're gonna hate you. Look sideways, they're gonna hate you. You eat bacon, you eat Kit Kat in the middle, and they're gonna hate you. You eat a burrito from the side, they're gonna hate you. I haven't been in the shelter for 2 years, so you buy Shaq shoes instead
almost
of Nike,
a year and a
they're
half,
gonna hate
Toph.
you. Oh, that's them Walmart Shaq shoes. Bruh, they hate you for everything. Hold on, I need to get me some.
Lord have mercy.
See, someone's hating me because they say I'm built wrong. Jesus Christ.
Bruh,
Somebody likes me for who I am. You may not like me for who I am, but somebody does. You ain't gotta like me, but somebody does. Nobody is somebody. Well, people do like me. Could say that, but it's true. I have lots of people that like me.
No, you don't. You do not, Toph. Like, stop lying. If you had all these people that liked you, if you had all these friends, why has no one offered you a room? Or to, like, yeah, hey, we can get an apartment together. Or I have a spare bedroom that you can stay. No, bruh, no one, they don't give a fuck. No one likes you, man. Stop the cap.
You may not like me, and that's okay. I don't care.
Silence for the drumstick.
Name two people? Wow. I can, because you know what is funny? Because I know someone's going to say, only a mother can love, right? My mom? Someone said my mom doesn't like me. If my mom didn't like me, then why is she saying that she wants to help my content creation by saying when she gets money that she was going to help me get a camera?
Probably because Marie's stupid. That's probably why.
My friends, my family, I don't gotta name people. They know who they are.
Just gross.
I have friends.
Girl, wipe your lip.
You
Where
just
your
want me
friends
to name
at,
people
though? That's
so
what
you
I
can
want to know.
dox them. And that's not gonna happen.
No, you ain't got to name them. You ain't got to name them, Toph. I just want to know, why ain't they helping you get out of the shelter? Why, if you got friends, do they not? I mean, are your friends also homeless? Are you talking about your homeless pals that you made at the shelter? Did you not have any friends before you went into the shelter? Because I feel like if you had friends, at least a decent circle, not even like, bro, not even a crazy amount. We're talking like maybe like 5, 6 friends. At least one of them would help you out and like let you stay with them while you get back on your feet. One of them's, if one of them's in a 1-bedroom apartment, maybe once their lease is up, like, hey, we can get a 2-bedroom. I know you've been stuck in the shelter. We can get a 2-bedroom once my lease is up. Nothing. You ain't got none of that. So no, I don't believe you. I just don't.
I'm not scared of anything. I'm not gonna let people be doxxed. Because then you'll start harassing them. Why are you her friend? No, thank you.
I won't. Don't worry.
You're weirdos.
Ugh. Girl.
I haven't been able to keep a friend. Well, I did keep a friend. Hello.
Did you?
I have a friend.
I don't believe you. Miguel? Is he still around?
Who is it? Your mom. Who is it? Is it a friend of mine? Who is it? Is it my brother? Who is
Like, bro, can you just eat the ice cream like a normal fucking person? Why are you holding it? Just, she's so weird and gross. Like, she just really is. Every time she eats something, it just irritates me. It's very irritating.
Who is it? I'm just kidding. And it doesn't seem to matter. Doesn't seem right. Cause the wheel has brought no fortune still.
Shut up.
Don't you judge over my composure. Cause I'm lying every day. And she didn't leave a letter. She just up and ran away. Sorry. It's true. If I don't have friends, what happened to the live last night? Why did the live end?
Why?
It didn't get disconnected. I left the live and never came back. That should be an obvious reason. No, it didn't get disconnected. Disconnected would have meant I got a violation. I didn't get a violation on my live last night. I left because I got a phone call.
Wow. Like, A, how the fuck would we know that, Toph? And B, I thought this was your job. You're telling me the phone call was more important than the few shekels that you're going to make going live? Interesting.
Why are you in my business? Why do you need to know? You don't need to know nothing. Why?
We didn't. You could have just not told us. Stupid.
Do you want me to just name people? You know that I'm getting harassed. You know exactly what I'm going through. But you're telling me because I don't name drop people, then I don't got friends? My friends are not going to get harassed and get followed around. I do. I don't have to name them. I'll name your friends. As a matter of fact, give me your friend's number, phone number, and address and name. If you can't do that, then you don't got no friends. Do it. That's why you want people's names. So you can dox them. I'm not stupid. Well, it's weird for you to ask for my friend's name. And the only reason you're doing that is because you want their information. You want their name so you could find out their personal information and harass them. Don't you think that it's weird to ask for someone's name? You don't need to know somebody's name. They ain't your friend, so why do you need to know their name?
Oh my God, Tophia.
You don't need to know anything about them. Is that not weird?
It is. What, bro? What? Oh my God, I'm about to turn this shit off. Just gross.
When they found out about, right, I don't like to call her Stud-Chu. When they knew about Stud-Chu, they were like, oh, somebody was already, I contacted her.
Yeah. And that's where the live ends. I guess she got another phone call. And I don't know, man. Well, I'm thinking, part of me thinks that if she didn't ignore the phone call, it's probably someone that she's crushing on. More than likely. I don't think she would just stop live streaming for just a friend. But then again, I could be wrong because she's extremely weird and parasocial. So I could be wrong. But that's going to do it for today, y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the commentary. And if you did, please consider subscribing to the channel. We are on our way to 2,500 glorious members of the Slugcat army. So thankful for each and every one of y'all that watched to this point. And yeah, man, y'all be safe, be kind to each other, and I will see you all very soon.